Supplementation can be one of the most overwhelming and confusing things if you don't really know too much about supplements themselves. Transforming your body doesn't necessarily require the use of any supplements whatsoever. However, they do aid you in achieving your goals more quickly and efficiently. There's tons of supplements that come out literally every day in the supplement industry, and so it's easy to get confused as to what to pick, what to use, what's necessary, what isn't necessary. The only supplements that I think are necessary in any transformation are some protein powder, a multivitamin, and possibly some healthy fats derived from either fish oils, flax oil, and so forth. Now there's a ton of protein powders on the market from different companies with different flavors. There's isolates, there's concentrates, there's mixtures of different proteins. So we have a whey, we have an egg, we have a casein in there. And then we have a meal replacement, which is essentially a mixture of protein, carbohydrates, and some fats. What companies intend to do with a product like this is give you the opportunity to replace an entire meal with a powder in case you can't get to a meal and you can just shake it up right there. I think this is a very handy powder to have whether you're cutting or bulking, because you never know when you're going to miss a meal, and it's just very handy to have. When an individual is cutting or trying to cut fat, they are trying to limit their carbohydrate intake, so therefore normally they would aim for something like an isolate, just to try and eliminate as many unnecessary carbohydrates as possible. When you're bulking, definitely go for a whey protein powder, concentrate. You don't really need an isolate at that point. Now you can buy a weight gainer, but I don't feel it's necessarily the best thing because it usually combines whey and just like simple sugars. I'd recommend making your own weight gainer at home by just taking the whey, adding some peanut butter, some oats, stuff like that, just to mix it all up, maybe even some fruits, some milk, blend it up, and you have a really good weight gainer in my opinion. Now there's also casein proteins. For example, this protein powder actually has 40% casein inside. And what casein is a slow digesting protein powder. Essentially the best thing that you can really put into your body before bed. That's why you see a lot of people having cottage cheese before bed. Just a very slow protein source so that your body is constantly getting fed while you sleep. Next, if you're ever going to have just one supplement, it has to be a multivitamin. A multivitamin is essential to any kind of physique and to good health in general. If you have shitty health, if you have poor health, you're not going to be able to go to the gym and perform your best, perform at your optimal ability. There's a lot of multivitamins out there. These are two that I highly recommend. You just got to look at the back, see what kind of ingredients are there, see what the percentage of your daily intake that they give you, read some reviews about them, but I mean, these are two solid multivitamins. Make sure you're getting all your vitamins, minerals. Nowadays, multivitamins will even include like immune system boost, joint complex, sometimes some greens, things like that. Read up about them. Check what other people think about them and then go from there. But definitely, regardless of what you're doing, you need a multivitamin. Next thing I would recommend is adding some fish oil to your diet. Fish oil is one of the best fats out there. Now, unless you want to eat pounds and pounds of salmon, to get some really good fish oil fats, I would recommend trying to supplement a little bit of fish oil into your diet. This helps with actually lowering your fat, raising your natural testosterone within your body. I mean, it's just wonders for your body, and a very highly recommended supplement. Again, whether you are cutting or bulking, whether you're trying to lose fat, this will help you. You can also use flaxseed oil, coconut oil, almond oil, the list goes on. There's a lot of oils. Just make sure that you're incorporating enough healthy fats into your diet. Now the next few supplements, to my right, aren't necessary to transforming your body, but I feel like they can aid you. The first is some pre-workouts. Here's a few of very solid pre-workouts. Some don't have sugar, some have creatine, some have arginine. Basically, these are products and ingredients in here that will give you a nice boost before a workout, help you with a little bit of recovery, give you a better pump, things like that that will just give you that extra boost in the gym to maybe train a little bit harder, get that extra rep. Again, these products are necessary, but they really can help you out in the gym, and I've noticed a lot of results with them. Next is creatine. Again, not necessary in your diet, but can really help, especially when you're bulking. When you're cutting, it's not necessary, but it can still help you retain that muscle mass, But when you're bulking, I think that this is a very important supplement and staple to have. There's a lot of creatines out there. There's creatine monohydrate, there's concentrated creatine, there's a CEE, which stands for creatine ethyl ester, there's a ton of other creatines now. This is the most concentrated of creatines. This is just a regular bulk version. I brought out both just to show you. I mean, they both work. But they don't necessarily work for everyone. I've noticed that, for example, with my own body, I don't really handle monohydrate well. I don't really react to it. It doesn't digest properly in my body. However, concentrated creatine definitely does. Basically what creatine will do is help replenish the ATP within your body, which is basically the universal energy source within your muscle. So basically when you're going hard in the gym, the increased ATP and replenishment of ATP will help you actually train harder and essentially get bigger. So that's why I think it's really necessary on a bulk. Next up, we have some fat burners. Again, these aren't necessary for losing fat or cutting or anything like that. They're not an essential item, but again, they do aid in achieving that goal faster. There's a lot of different fat burners out there. There's ones that you can take right in the morning and that'll last you the full day. Sometimes you take them 3 times a day. There's also really new fat burners where you take it actually before bed. So it actually helps you get a better night's rest and also helps burn fat during the night, which is kind of nice. You wake up a little more ripped. And the last thing that I want to go over, again, not a necessary item, but when you are bulking, sometimes it's nice to incorporate a natural testosterone booster. There's a lot of natural testosterone boosters. This is just one of them. Again, this will help you increase that natural testosterone within your body, so potentially you can build more muscle and just get to your goals a lot faster. Now, I know supplementation can seem very overwhelming and you don't really know what product to choose because there's so many. Is the most popular product necessarily the best product? Now, there's websites like bodybuilding.com where you can go to the product information page and basically you can see right on the page what users actually think of it, the rating of the product. You can click on the rating and it'll actually show you a bunch of reviews that were given by people and you can see why they liked it or didn't like it, you know, if they liked the taste or didn't like the taste, or what other products they've tried before to compare to what other product. I think this is very useful in figuring out whether a product can be good or bad, but essentially every person is unique and every person can react in a different way. I hope this clarified a couple things with supplementation. If it didn't, write in the comment box below and hopefully I can answer it. I'm including a link to my favorite supplements in the description below. You can check them out, check out the ratings, and maybe pick it up if you're interested in trying it. To go back to the main menu, just click right here or check out the other links and see what transformations are all about. You can click some links. Supplementation can be fun, can be fun, can be fun. Why haven't you clicked yet? Oh, why not?